What's up, guys? BTS here. Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies. Oh, it's been a long time coming, but we are finally nearing the end of our quest. We started on nothing but a skyblock, and now we have a larger skyblock. I can't remember what I did during this episode and last, because it's been about a week. I built a bigger tree farm. I'm pretty sure I did that between this episode and last, not the last episode and the one before. Max size, and it's great fun. This thing produces so many saplings and so much leaves, so many leaves. Ooh. I am gonna need to get another barrel for wood. Yeah, it produces so many saplings and so many leaves that I've had to add in 35 more barrels over here to take leaves out of. There's just another hopping barrel there that's resonating with the other hopping barrels. Not hopping, ender barrels. And I somehow ended up with like 2,000 stacks of nether wart, so I'm just getting rid of some of that as well. The dirt itself is coming nicely, but I still don't think I'm even halfway there. I've got another 95k in the system. And that took so long to get. And if I look in for the hoarding, I need another 69. Of course I do. I need another 69 dirt. Let's take a quick look. We have nothing in there. Let's take all our dirt and craft it. That shouldn't be too bad. And oh, I found out the secret behind the fish stuff. So let's go into the proper quest. So we go to the end, and we have to make some of these fish things, and the fish sorter, if you would remember. Kind of helps if you actually use letters to spell. There we go, fish sorter. It takes a mariculture pearl to make, and then a bunch of dyes. And I found out how you get mariculture pearls. So those pearl oysters I had, I was assuming they were only food, and then I ended up just looking on the mariculture wiki. You need to plant them underwater and put a piece of sand in their mouth, and just one block above them counts as being underwater. And then you put a piece of sand in their mouth, and the sand matures into pearls. So apparently that's how you do it. Which, I mean, that would have made sense if I'd ever used mariculture for World Gen before. I very rarely use mariculture, and I doubt I would use it in World Gen. Because, well, actually no, it's not mariculture that causes problems in World Gen, is it? There's a couple of mods which had a shitload of underwater stuff, and they can cause some problems. Raw boneless fish, raw squid, raw Minecraft fish. Will that work? No. Really? What about one of these fish? No, it has to be one of the ones that you fish up? Okay. This can take any bait, so let's take one of those. And let's grab some bait and go and catch us fish. I have no idea how you use this fishing rod. Transfer 250 RF, uses 100 per tick. Does it just have to be used in the water? There we go. Try and get one that doesn't Wow, that's got some hang time on it. Okay, I need more water sources around. Where did I used to fish? I used to fish with an auto fisher. Yeah, good point. Maybe I can get some fishing done in here. That's a no. I know what I can do. I can build an alto fisher and see how that works. I need another one of these. I have no polished sticks. Okay, polished planks or polished stick with fish oil. Fish oil comes from crucible furnace. I'm probably going to need to build this stuff anyway, so I might as well just build it now. Yeah, it comes from like fish in a crucible furnace. So let's take a look at crucible furnace. Crucible of fire. Ooh, that thing looks cool. Okay, burnt bricks, which is bricks in lava. Okay. Lava fluid tank. You know, I actually don't have like any lava anymore. I'm gonna need to set up a crucible and an export bus. Really? Oh, it's still crafting dirt. Fuck off, dirt. Exports. Export bus, that's the one I want. And then an import. A fluid import. I should probably set up something to, you know, give me stuff. Because I might still need lava. I don't know. In fact, it seems like there's definitely a couple of things for which I do still need lava. And it's going to come in handy if I can actually get some. Right. Go over here. Take that. Actually, I don't need to use lava for this. Netherrack is better. There we go. Do I have a flint and steel? Yes, I do. Speaking of flint, I got all the flint I needed to finish off that quest. 72k of it there. I think I only needed 70k. And I've got this exporting stacks at a time and go. And we should just be able to check up in here for the hoarding. The flint is going up. Excellent. So yeah, if we look at the end and just see the end, click, good. We need an automatic fisher anyway, so I am going to have to go through all this stuff, so I might as well do it now. We are going to need vats. Good, I've got a couple of them. Yeah, we're making the crucible furnace, which needs lava. That was what we needed to do, yeah, lava. I mean, if you take a look in here, I don't think I've got any lava. No, that's ethanol. I has no lava left. So, where am I going to put this? I can put this pretty much anywhere since the place isn't made of wood anymore. So, how about right here? Click. Man, that was a surprisingly, like, tough sounding noise, considering. If I put that there, then I can put the crucible there. Yeah, right. So I could just do something simple like this. Import the fluid. Export the cobblestone. And just grab a piece of cobble. You export cobble. You do that. And then a couple of pieces of cable. I'm starting to become more of a fan of actually automating stuff. If you watched my previous stuff, you know I'm not a huge fan of fully automated things. I like to still do stuff for myself. But I'm starting to get away from that a little bit. I'm starting to enjoy fully automating stuff, which is nice. It's a different way of playing. No. Brick does not have an X in it. Just do like 6 of them. Excuse me. Oh man, that fucking problem. I was never sure if that was a bug or not. You can't pull stuff out of a vat once it's in there. That might be a bug. It might just be like lazy coding. We have... What the fuck? 6 millibuckets of lava. That ain't right. Is something still requesting lava? Interesting. Yeah, I know what's requesting lava. You are. You're requesting lava. I remember, because I was looking in there earlier and I was like, I sure am low on obsidian. Wonder what could be causing that. I found my problem. Ah, you sneaky bastard. You stole almost a bucket of lava off of me and I can't extract liquids from you. Except, you know, like as obsidian or whatever. Ah, that explains a lot. I wonder how much lava that guy has stolen from me in his time. Anyway, what we're doing... Oh yeah, burnt bricks. So we're going to need some lava as a seed for this. If we use nether bricks, like the single bricks, then we get twice as much out of each one. But I might only need 2, so... I will just stick these all away. And we can start building some of the other stuff for the auto fisher. Oh no, crucible furnace first, yeah. We're going to need heating components, which is these. And trust me when I say you're going to need a lot of these. So when me and Seraph were playing around with this map before it was actually released, oh, we're going to need 4 burnt bricks for that. Okay, so we are going to need more burnt bricks. One of the things that Seraph decided to do first was this mariculture fishing. And could you imagine trying to make one of these near the start of the game? Where it's like, oh yeah, each one, you need 6 of these. Each one of these requires 2 blocks of clay and some coal and stuff like that. It was a nightmare, especially since you need 2 of those to form a multi-block. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for lava. Oh, come on, still not a bucket? Okay, can we cook netherrack into those nether bricks? You can, good. Because I do not want to leave you guys waiting around. So I'm going to cook some of this up just so that we get more out of our output. Just some spare plastic. Plastic dust is very useful for making things. Very useful for crafting. I'm gonna need my bucket back. Apparently, I put my bucket away. Yay, bucket! There we go. So that's that. And then this thing, we're gonna need some of this. 2 of those. We're going to need 2 buckets of... Oh, for fuck's sake. Seems like a cruel trick. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and grab some buckets of lava from the nether real quick. Just because I can. And it's probably going to be quicker for me to just jump in here quickly and pick up 16 buckets than it is for me to try and, you know, wait and try and entertain you guys while buckets mysteriously appear. Wow. Oh yeah, I remember. I did an awful lot of digging in the nether in this, didn't I? Ow, ow. And that's lava. Ow. Thank you. Glad the lava finally gave up on me. I just see one really happy creeper face over there. It's those nether creepers, man. It seems almost like they're trolling you just with their appearance. Because they just have the biggest, dumbest smiles on their face. And I can't tell if they're like intentionally evil looking or if they're just, you know, if they're just a bit stupid and they're just like, hey buddy! and then they walk up to you to say hello, but then they accidentally explode because they can't control themselves, and then they're just like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Although they're dead, so they don't actually say anything. This is what happens when I spend too much time alone, just like playing Minecraft. I start, imagining the secret lives of these creepers and stuff. I need to record more, that's what I need to do. Spend more time recording, less time imagining what the nether creepers say. Because that is just weird. Even saying it back to myself, I'm realizing how weird it is. And that's the second one of those. So all we need now is a couple more of these. Thank you. That's one. And this block was very confusing at first because we were trying to understand how this mod works without using the wiki. And of course there's almost no quests for this mod, which I'm still insanely happy about. What you need to do is place 2 of them, and then you get yourself the crucible furnace. And apparently it has upgrades. Auto eject. Huh, that's actually pretty nice. Oh, the flint's done. And seeing this is a 0 flint, I'm assuming the extra 2,000 flint just didn't want to hang around and fucked off. Which I am totally okay with. I mean, hey, I don't need it. But I think that means the junk dealer quest is complete. Yeah, we have... Oh, Queen of Hearts? 100 hearts? Ooh. Okay. Interesting. 100 hearts. Well, there's one. That's junk dealer completed. Boom. And I should probably stop wasting these things by popping them. Oh my god, do I actually... I have 50 hearts sitting in there. 50! And, I mean, how many lives do I have? Let me just put that away. I have... 96 lives. I should have stopped at, like, 30 and just been like, that is way more than enough lives than I will ever need. And then I would have had this quest already completed. But let's pop this bag. Pneumatic servos. Means I don't have to craft them. That will save me caring. Right, we have the crucible. Fucking 100 hearts. That seems a lot. That seems like a lot of hearts. That might actually be the final quest after dirt. Because obviously I've still got the dirt quest. I'm starting to rethink stuff now. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to go back and actually do some of these repeatable, re-hand-inable quests. In fact, I believe nearly everything in here, yeah, the entire set of second rows is repeatable. And it's going to be very easy for me to get, like, I've got some honey, seed oil, sewage, 4,000 sewage, ethanol. I can hand in most of these quests again already, just to get myself more hearts and stuff like that. But I'm going to have a look and see if there's any interesting ways of doing it, obviously, because just repeating old quests is... it's literally just what you've already done. Interesting. Okay, so this is the crucible furnace. It takes fish and cooks them into fish paste. Let me see if blocks of coal... I don't know if blocks of coal work in there. They do. I like blocks of coal. They're very efficient. They hold an awful lot of heat. 7 degrees, 8 degrees. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. I get ya. Melting point. Oh, that's nice. Melting point 180 degrees. Does it say that automatically? It actually does. No, it only says that when you've got this screen open. Okay. Each one also provides 100 millibuckets of fish oil. And I want to use that fish oil, so I'm going to grab a stack of buckets. Stick, not in there, stick them in there. Melting point 1538. That is extremely precise. This block will work unless given a signal. Only work with a signal. Ignore signals. Good, good. 50 degrees. Maybe it's not in... Maybe the biome affects it. I've seen stuff like that before where the biome something is in affects how quickly its temperature can rise. I don't even know what biome it's in though. It's presumably a river or something like that. River! Exactly like that. Something exactly like that. So let's, because that's going to take a while. Let's take a look at the other stuff I need for this quest and see if we can just knock any of that out. So automatic fisher, sawmill. I should be able to make one of those. Although I believe it takes one of them construction blocks. Yeah. Oh, the wooden construction blocks. Nice. Just need to pop an axe. And then use that. There's the sawmill. Yay! Incubator base, incubator top. Incubat. Yes. Okay. Light blue stained clay. That clay does not look light blue. Presumably I'm going to need 2 of those. Do I have any clay? I have purple stained clay. Which... Really? You can't dye clay? You can only dye normal hardened clay? You can't dye like purple hardened clay into whatever? That gives hardened clay, doesn't it? I think. Yeah, it does. Good. Right, how's this doing? 140 odd, that melts at 180 odd. So I'm going to start getting some buckets through soon, and it takes 10 of them to get a thing, so I'm not going to get that much out of it, but it should be enough to make a couple of sticks. In fact, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look up, keep pressing all the wrong buttons. Polished logs. 30 buckets of fish oil. Shit the bed. 10 buckets of fish oil. So logs are definitely more efficient. 5 buckets of fish oil for each stick. So I should probably try and get 30 buckets to make the polished log. Turn that into 4 polished planks, which I can turn into shitloads of sticks. 8 sticks probably. Yeah, so I should probably try and get 30 buckets of this shit. Damn. I mean, what does each one of these have? Wow, we can't even fit 30 buckets in there. Especially if we keep doing that. Come out, there we go. What I can use is a fluid duct and just go like that. I can use one of those nice pneumatic servos I got as a gift. That. Set it to ignore redstone, and then we'll have our fish oil coming out. So far we have 100 buckets, 100 millibuckets. I presume the hotter this gets, the quicker it will melt stuff down. I'm good with that. I mean, I've got a few raw fish. Question, does cooked fish give more? Cooked fish gives nothing. Okay, this is why we ask questions. I have this and this. What I can do is make a hooper and assume that this is eye-sided and the input is the top, and then dump. Ah! Where'd it go? Oh. I'm always doing that apparently. Dump that on top. and just see. You can also just cook 2 stacks at a time. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I can just leave that running and it'll just cook both of them at once, and then I'll get loads. Well, not loads, but I'll get it faster than just, you know, if I babysit it. And I really don't care about any of this stuff. You know, the fish, the coal, all that. It's just not something that's necessary for me to have. So, we built the sawmill. We were building incubators. Yes. And I needed the clay, which is probably cooked by now. It is. Ah, how wonderful things work out. And I just need one more of these. And there we have the incubator base. And incubator top, which requires... Really? White stained clay? Just to be fucking awkward? I hate it when they make stuff like that a part of themselves. Can I just use any fish in there? No. Raw fish, presumably. Raw space. Raw squid. There we go. So these are the blocks you actually use to breed up the fish and stuff like that inside the water, and they are a pain in the arse. And they are also extremely bland looking. Let's check in here. We need to make some fish meal. Fish meal, which is just crafting fish. Fishy. Excuse me. I will take a stack of fish meal. That is that done. Now we need the automatic fisher and the fish sorter. And the sorter shouldn't be a problem, really. What do we need? We need a pearl and a fish. Just like that. And here's our fish sorter. Which... interesting. Oh, that's probably the side it outputs to. I suppose that will sort fish. That's just a guess based on its name, honestly. And now I just need the automatic fisher, which I need another fishing rod for, which I need the polished rods. And I currently only have 1,000 millibuckets in there. Wow. Things burnt through like 3 blocks of coal, and it still cooks them that slowly. That sucks. There's only... there's just over a bucket in this entire thing. Oh, I need 5 buckets to make a single stick. My word. That is just horrible. Although, I do have some of these. Maybe if I took this enderfish, for example, and showed you guys something. Oh no, I dropped it on the floor. Oh, what's that? It's now a raw enderfish, and it now has a melting point and contains 450 millibuckets. Oh no! Poor enderfish, he got turned into oil. I'm just gonna assume that if they were gonna force me to do fish at some point, they wouldn't force you to use these hard to get ones, that, you know, the quest reward fish. So yeah, these could be a trouble when you're actually trying to catch them, because if they hit the air for too long, then they become raw, and that basically makes them completely worthless. There is another 900 millibuckets. Let's see. Ways of making fish oil. Wait, what? There is no way a manta ray gives 6 buckets. $1,600, $4,300. Really? Huh. I thought the end fish and stuff like that were actually really good. Turns out they are only really good if you actually want output. If you want fish oil, like manta ray and stuff, which I seriously doubt I have. No. I do have a bunkload of spare hearts though, and a mango. Enderman head. Those things are not in any way connected, but I felt I should mention them. So let me just check if I put this stick in here. It won't even start taking the oil until there's enough in there for it to use. Interesting. Damn it, give me my stick. Shit. Oh well, you can stay in there, Mr. Stick. In fact, I'm gonna need 3 of you. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to end for now and come back next episode with, you know, polished sticks made out of fish oil and wood. That seems like an awful lot of fish oil. Like, I've polished a stick before. That sounds really weird, but anyway, I do not think it would take me an entire bucket of oil, let alone 6, to polish a stick. How shit must you be at polishing to use 6? Maybe it's one of them scams where secretly the person is actually just stealing, like, the stuff. So they're like, "Oh yeah, we're polishing the sticks with this stuff," and then they literally just dip the stick in and it's polished. I mean, they do a good job on that, but then they just take the rest home to use for themselves. So I cannot even think why someone would need all that fish oil. And this is a perfect time for me to end the episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Before I say anything else weird or strange or incriminating, I'm gonna end. So I will see you next time. Peace out.